Hi, everyone. Welcome to our market update. It is the new year. We are halfway through January. I know it's moving by really fast. We haven't got, so again, if you've watched us over the years, you know how we talk about it. End of the year, you slowly start seeing properties leaving the market because of the holidays. And then after the new year, you start seeing properties go onto the market. We're currently less than 4,000 properties. We haven't seen the influx, usually about the second week. So probably about next week, we'll start seeing more of an influx of more opportunities, more options coming to the market. You got to think, right? Maybe not last week.
Wild year. It's been last year, 2025. I read in the Wall Street Journal, like this morning, it was a front page article. Last year was the worst the housing market's been, it said, in 3 decades. Which I don't
know. And the funny thing about that, you're saying it's the worst it's been in 3 decades.
It said sales volume. Sales volume was the lowest in 3 decades.
And you got to think, right, that let me just pull this up fast. You have to think that, right, if we had the lowest sales volume in the last 3 decades, we should have saw a drastic drop to pricing, which we saw the usual drop, right? We saw the usual drop last year. We saw it started picking back up, and we're going to probably see it this year jump back up, right? So that the holidays, probably the next couple of weeks, good avenue to get properties. We saw more of that uptick during the condo market, but yeah, lower sales, but it doesn't mean that the market crashed, right? That's kind of where the confusion happens.
That's not what I'm saying at all, Vinny. I'm saying
no. I know you're not saying that, but people hear this stuff where they go the lowest sales volume, the lowest transactions, all this kind of stuff. Well, if it's the lowest transactions, that means that the prices must be going a lot lower, or the market's going to crash. That's how people think, right?
True.
So I'm not saying you at all. I'm not saying you're thinking that. I'm just saying that people have, just giving perspective, right, of what's going on. Inventory is really low. And I'm saying this like a broken record. We're under 4,000. But anyways, all right, how you want to talk more about that or rates?
I was trying to look something up really quick because I mentioned it and now I can't find it. But it's funny because that article in the Wall Street Journal was saying that the volume of transactions was the lowest in 3 decades.
Yeah.
And it's like me and you have been saying the whole year, that actually meant there was a lot more opportunity for you if you're out there, if you're actually in the market. Because if you remember, Vinny, everyone was complaining to us prior. Oh, it's too competitive. Oh, there's too many offers. Oh, there's every single time I bid, someone bids more.
Well, or you don't have the opportunity to actually have contingencies in place. Oh my gosh, they want me to remove all my contingencies.
I mean, last year was this is just my opinion, it was one of the better markets for a buyer you've had in a long time. And this year, I'm about to say something that no one's going to like, but unfortunately, rates have already come down massively because of the current administration buying 200 billion, that's billion with a B, billion, $200 billion of mortgage-backed securities. If you look at interest rates, pull that thing up really quick, Vinny, and let's just look at this really quick. And these aren't even really good. Like,
yeah, you're talking about from last year, February 1st, last year to now.
It's amazing. So just the bond buying is what pushed the whole market down, which is what everybody needed. It really doesn't even matter what the Fed's going to do. It matters what the buying $200 billion in mortgage-backed securities. And if you look at interest rates, they have plummeted in the last month. Like, look at your average 30-year fixed on this Mortgage News Daily, if you look at it. And this is a very credible, it's a good side. This is for probably your better lenders have this, but your really good lenders are actually way better than this. And if you just look at this chart, it's like your average 30-year fixed, 6%. When's the last time you heard that?
Yeah.
You know, FHA. This says 5.7 on this Mortgage News Daily. Dude, the 2 loans I locked the other day were at 5.375. Like, and the VA was at 5.25. And the VA in Mortgage News Daily says 5.72. So it's like the rates have come down. Yeah, is there an APR percentage of probably 0.125 for locking all those rates? Yeah, but that's nothing. Like, the market is shifting right now, and what we're going to see, which I don't predict will happen until March, I think you're going to see people finally being like, okay, I can actually do something now. Like I can actually get in the market. And for those people that don't have 20% down payments, you're actually even winning more, because if you go in and buy right now with a 10% down payment or a 5% on an FHA loan, you're going to probably get 5.25% APR, 5.375. You're going to get an amazing deal. And then you got to remember,
and you still have the ability to ask for credits. I mean, and this is during the holidays. We had a property, had roughly about 9 offers on the property, and I'll say out of the 9 offers, I want to say about 6 of the offers were asking for a credit, which was I mean, respectfully, you're saying the majority of them were asking for some sort of credit right there. I mean, you have the ability to ask for credits right now, which makes life a lot easier.
You know, it's like everyone says that last year's market was bad, similar to my haircut right now, which I would agree is pretty bad. But you're going to see more people come into play this year than you've seen in a long time. And things are actually going to start making more sense. And the other thing, I just want to mention this for a lot of people out there, the Cal HFA type loans are coming back full swing, and they are coming in where the person brings in maybe like $3-4 grand to close on the house, and you get a seller's credit, and then you got the down payment paid for you, and all of a sudden, let's just say as an estimate, you're paying $1,000 more than rent. That's a smoking deal. Like you people out there want to Google something, Google Cal HFA loans, and you will see that there's an amazing amount of opportunity for those loans in the market right now. And I've done more of those loans in the last 2 months than I've probably done in the last 4 years.
Well, and something to think about too, right? You also talk about basically the San Diego Housing Commission, right? Programs like that are assisting you for down payment. I mean, there's so many options out there if you're willing to jump into them. And then I want to just get back an idea about the markets correcting, crashing, blah, blah, that kind of thing. There's roughly 789,000 properties. Look at this range, 789,000 properties, single family and condos in San Diego County. Now, yeah, there's a big chunk. There's Borrego Springs, all that kind of stuff that's considered San Diego County, right? But out of that, you only have.
I want to give a shout out to my Borrego Springs dirt people. I'm just kidding.
Hey, you know what's up? You get some good value up there. It's a windy road to get down there.
I love Borrego Springs. Full disclosure, that was a terrible joke. 2 of the agents here are good friends of mine. It's a great place to visit, but it is very unique. It's not for everybody.
And it's very hot in the summer. Be careful.
I just had to throw that out. That was their comment. So, they told me.
Out of that 789,000 properties, we only have 500 that are in pre-foreclosure. It doesn't mean they're active pre-foreclosure too. It just means they're in pre-foreclosure. 500, right? And we only have 200 in auction, right? So you're saying, oh my gosh, even all those properties, that's still, I mean,
nothing.
Would it make a massive effect on everything that's going on? Now it'd be some opportunity for sure. But
can you just clarify something really quick? Because I think me and you were laughing about this earlier. If you see a property come on Zillow or Redfin and it's listed in San Diego for $10,000, is that correct? Are they really selling that house for 10 grand?
No. So what? So you got to think, right? And I don't know
questions about that.
Yeah. So you have to think, right, that the platforms like Zillow, Chula, Redfin, all these kind of platforms, they're trying to get you to raise your hand, right? So if they have a property that maybe looks like 10,000, 15,000, whatever it is, right? You're going to go, oh my gosh, I want to buy that property. But more than likely, it's a property that's in foreclosure. And that's going to probably be more than likely the starting bid. Sometimes it's the price that they bought the property for back in the day, right? But more than likely, it's not $10,000. Now, let's say it's $200,000. Well, let's say it's $200,000, right? $200,000, where it probably should be like $400,000. It could be basically one of the affordable houses for San Diego Housing Commission. We have to qualify. I mean, but $10,000 seems like a crazy long shot for it to be actual house that you're actually going to own, unless there's something wild with it. More than likely, it's going to be a catcher property. I gotcha.
And I don't mean the gotcha like I got you with your meth lab in this property. That ain't the gotcha.
No, that's not the gotcha. But anyway, if you guys, we try to keep it under 10 minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. You can call myself or David. Here's our numbers, I'll just let it play for a quick second before we head out. But the Dream program, if you're looking to apply now, it's open again. You can apply. You'll find out around May, I think April, May or so. If you win it, there's NACA, there's San Diego Housing Commission. There's a lot of these programs for buyers out there, and for sellers, I still think that you're going to be getting, I mean, peak market. I mean, closer to the summertime as rates, I mean, are getting a little better. You can still get multiple offers now, but buyers jump in the market now. Sellers, you might have a little bit of time before you have to get really active. That's just my food for thought.
Look for a big housing market this year. I think this is going to be a large volume of transaction this year, lower rates this year, and a lot of people are probably going to be like, I got to do something. Like, I'm tired of this place. I got to do something.
Peace. Bye, guys.
Bye.